Hi guys! As you know, I am a very successful entrepreneur and humanitarian. Lucky for you, today I'm finally going to reveal my secret recipe for how to become the perfect woman. The trick is all about finding balance, and it's a technique that I perfected over time. And what I love about this particular recipe is that it's so simple. Obviously, to prep for this recipe overnight, make sure that you're only attracted to men. Duh. Now first, try all the flavors so that you can see what else is out there. That way, when you do find your man, he will know that you already have experience. But don't you dare enjoy those experiences. And don't tell him your body count, okay? That's our little secret. My cooking collection has something to make that process easier if you don't want to do it by hand. It's so easy. And when you do go on dates, make sure you plan the whole thing. Because it's not like you need to determine whether your potential man can plan and execute and do what he says he's going to do. That's your job. And when you are on the date that you planned, always offer to pay so that there's no cost to him for wasting your time. But don't emasculate him by going Dutch, because that will make him feel like you think he can't afford to take you out. Your goal is to show how much value you can add to his life, because it's not really clear. And you don't even really know why he was attracted to you in the first place. Print your resume and laminate it prior to the date, but make sure you redact any information that will make him feel like you're out of his league. If he mentions something that you know about too, act like you've never heard of it so that he can feel like he's educating you. Please wear makeup at all times. Even if you have to spend hundreds of dollars on beauty products, and wake up an hour before your man to do so. He deserves to wake up next to a beautiful woman every single day. So leave the bonnet in the drawer, okay? This way, your man won't know what you really look like. You might be tired, but you don't want to look tired, do you? While that's marinating, make sure that you always look good, or his boys will wonder why he's still with you. And we can't have that. Men simply don't want to be with a woman who doesn't look put together 24 hours a day. And we don't want to embarrass our man. During this process, you don't talk too much either. No one really wants to hear what you have to say. Stay off Twitter. No typing or texting either. Just don't even speak anymore, okay? If it's not important to him, then it shouldn't be important to you. Remember, he is the prize, not you. At the same time, make sure that you're personable as well, because you don't want people to think that you're stuck up, right? Now it's time to meet his parents. Even though he's not even close to being husband material, it is imperative that you appear to be wife material. And he wants to prove to his family that he can bag someone like you. So perform to the best of your ability, so that when he finally dumps you, he can tell his family and friends that you were crazy. And you know what? They will definitely agree with him, because in hindsight, you did seem a little bit too awesome. And they know who their son is. And make sure that in the bedroom, you blow his mind. But do it like it's an accident, because you don't want him to think that this isn't your first time. Even if your man is not good, please, please do not offer any feedback. Do not reveal any disappointment, because his ego is very fragile, and it's our job to protect men. But don't be a prude either. Men love that. All right, moving on. Now, be sure that you honor your man at all times by never interacting with other men, not even your coworkers. You wouldn't want anyone to think that you're friendly or good at conversation, would you? If his friends ever come over, after you prepare the hors d'oeuvres and beverages, disappear. It's really for the best. You must immediately return to your cage so that you don't disturb them. And only come out of your cage when you have permission, all right? He dictates your schedule. His friends shouldn't even know that you and your man live in the same house. Now, this step is optional, but consider hiding all the photos of you around the house so that you can really sell it. His friends will be so intrigued and wonder, who pays the mortgage? Who takes care of the kids? And who cleans this house? It's like magic. Speaking of friends, make sure that you only have friends that are other women, but that you secretly have a group of male friends whom you can ask for advice. Because sometimes when all of your friends are women, you tend to lose touch with how men think. And you need to be thinking like a man and like a woman at the same time. Next, don't place too much importance on your marriage. Why is your life partner so important to you anyway? I mean, you should love him, but not too much. And if he does decide that you're good enough to marry, don't get too excited about your wedding, or else it will look like you're compensating for a secretly toxic relationship. And we all know that women don't deserve to be treated well in their relationships, especially when her man is fine and successful. So, try to find a man who is ugly enough to put you on a pedestal, but also attractive enough for you to return to him after he cheats on you. Which he will if you do not follow the recipe correctly. Okay, we're almost done. Now, all you have to do is just stay home and let him do his thing. Why would you need to make your own money anyway? Otherwise, it will look like you're competing with your man. And let's face it, he already has enough competition and he doesn't need to be inspired by the likes of you. Wait, scratch that. Don't be one of those women who spends her man's money without contributing. That would make you a gold digger. Since it is 2020 and women are paid equally, why don't you just split the bills right down the middle? Everything can be 50-50. And don't even think about taking half of his money when you divorce. And child support? Out of the question, and I'm shocked that you asked. Which leads me to my next and perhaps the most important point. You followed the recipe perfectly and you're at the best stage. Pregnancy. I know. You might not even want to do it, but you have to, or else. And remember, you won't be alone on that journey because you and your man are going to be pregnant at the same time. You're both having the exact same experience. So fret not. Keep working so that you can prove how much you can handle. People will be so impressed with your work ethic and your man will breathe a sigh of relief that he doesn't have to change anything about his life to accommodate you. For the best results, you should work harder than ever before. Try to get promoted before your 3rd trimester so that your man doesn't have to feel jealous that all you do is sit around the house eating ice cream while your hormones make you go insane and your body changes forever. If you're getting harassed in the workplace, just ignore it because how will you get promoted otherwise? Or you could just report it to HR and they will definitely do something about it. So it's really not a big deal. Voila! But don't get too heavy-handed with this ingredient, all right? If you work on your body too much, it will look like you're just seeking attention from other men who aren't your man. Your man should always be the most important person in your life. And women aren't supposed to like attention, all right? Praise is a luxury that is reserved only for men. Just get happy with your mom body, okay? And you should be happy that other men don't view you as a sexual object because, thank God, you are officially the property of another man. Consider yourself lucky that you aren't an unmarried 26-year-old free agent with no kids. Now that would be pathetic. This goes without saying, but no matter what body type you choose, no one should ever see it. Wear clothes that hide the shape of your body entirely. Like, maybe you could wear a Darth Vader costume, but the sexy Halloween version. Lastly, remember that whether you are child-free, you adopt, or you give birth yourself, you, and you alone, are responsible for running the household. Because unlike you, your man actually has a life. And sometimes this last ingredient is available, but keep in mind, it is very, very rare. Use it as a garnish if it's not out of stock in your area. And cherish it because it's not usually in season. If your man does decide to start doing the chores that are usually reserved exclusively for you, congratulate him for accomplishing something so unbelievably extraordinary. Because you've been practicing this whole time and he got it right on his first try. I think that's everything. Wow, you guys, this tasty snack turned out so well. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Be sure you are constantly recalibrating your recipe so that you too can learn to please every man on this planet. Please tag me in all of your social media posts so that I can see how well you followed my instructions.